From William Penn High School in Newcastle, Delaware, Comcast Sports presents high school wrestling tonight. It's the Region 7 seniors against the Delaware seniors. With John Vogeding, I'm John Mondelli. Vogue, what do we call this, the Senior Classic?
This is a Seniors Classic involving seniors from Regions 7 and 8 against the state of Delaware. It's an annual affair, the 24th year this competition has gone on.
Well, it's an all-star match that South Jersey has much success in, winning 20 out of 23 matches.
Coming into tonight, and Delaware, of course, finished their state championships a couple weeks ago, and they are really getting serious about this last couple of years. So much so that they picked their team 2 weeks ago, and they had practice for 2 weeks. Our kids just finished up this past weekend.
Delaware's featuring three-time state champions, including Alex Mead, a guy we've seen now for 4 years.
Alex Mead's a phenomenal wrestler. I believe he's going to Oklahoma State next year, which is one of the top programs in the country. And when he was wrestling for Cesar Rodney when they wrestled Paulsboro, we saw him 3 years in a row, and he's just a dominating wrestler. But technique-wise, they wrote the book off of what he does.
For South Jersey, Vogue, a lot of success with their underclassmen, but some pretty good seniors here tonight, including a couple local guys from Kingsway.
Yes, John Renard is going tonight. He had a lot of great success at Kingsway this last year.
Rich Bushby,
who was a two-time regional champion for Collingswood, and then his family moved, became your neighbor actually, and won another regional championship this year. So Rich Bushby had 3 regional championships in his career: 2 at Collingswood, 1 at Kingsway. And of course, Rich Benicia, a former teammate of his, is wrestling for Collingswood this year. He's wrestling in the lineup tonight.
Should be a great night of action. We're going to have it all coming up next here on Comcast. Welcome back to William Penn High School in Delaware. John Mondelli and John Vogeding. Vogue's just underway at 112 pounds.
And of course, we won't have to say what grades these guys are during the course of the telecast because they're all seniors. Wrestling for Region 7-8 is Tom Morton of New Egypt High School, a 3-time District 25 champion who was 37-4 this year, a career record 130 wins, and the first New Egypt wrestler ever to compete in this match. For Delaware, Colton McFatridge of Hodgson Tech, wrestler with a record of 41-9 this year, 138 career wins, 2008 state champion, 4 times Blue Hen Conference champion, 4-time state qualifier, 3rd in 2007 and 4th in 2006.
And Vogue's already off to a 5-0 lead. Takedown and back points right away. 50 seconds into this match.
Well, no question Delaware is fired up. We're talking to a couple of the coaches prior to it, and they have a slew of coaches on the sidelines. These guys have been practicing for a couple of weeks because they take this very seriously.
More back points. And a nice crowd, Vogue. Big crowd for this.
Yes.
Of course, Delaware's tournament season has been over a couple of weeks. Fat Rich already up 8-0.
Ross Thomas is the official in charge. John Giovanetti from South Jersey is assisting. That's usually what happens each year. Two officials from Delaware and 2 officials from South Jersey volunteer their time to work this Seniors Classic. Ross Thomas will be going west next week because he's one of the officials in the NCAA tournament in St. Louis.
And by the way, since these are all seniors, not many seniors at 103, so what we're doing, Vogue, is we're starting at 112, no 103-pound weight class. And by the way, also a 9-pound weight allowance, and that's why we're seeing McFatridge at 112. He was a state champion at 119. What's interesting, a couple Jersey guys, Sean Boylan of St. Mark's, Sean Dolan of St. Mark's, both winning state titles at 103 and 112. Boylan last year, the region champ, a state runner-up. And Dolan from Gloucester County.
Right, and Boylan last year was at Holy Spirit High School. In fact, as he was a wrestler that beat Eric Dunnett in the Region 8 finals last year.
So McFatridge with a big 8-0 lead as we get ready to start the second period.
But as you mentioned, with no 103-pound weight class, we're starting at 112, but McFatridge is there because there's a 9-pound allowance. So actually, they can weigh up to 121 pounds and wrestle this weight class. Which is, I think, pretty fair. People ask why, and one of the reasons why is that New Jersey just ended its season over the weekend. Those wrestlers who were fortunate enough to get to the state tournament. And if they went deep into the tournament, wrestled Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, a lot of our outstanding wrestlers this year in New Jersey were underclassmen, so we're not going to see a state champion in the New Jersey lineup tonight.
South Jersey with just 2 state champs, one from Region 7, one from Region 8, both sophomores, Stinson and Baldessaro. And again, Patrick's trying to get that leg and get the takedown. South Jersey, Region 7, Region 8 in the gold.
Morton trying to do a switch as McFatridge was trying to take him down. So there's still no control. If Morton can continue and get his hips out, he can get points here. But right now, referee Ross Thomas indicating there's no control. Now there is. And that's 2 points for Morton. Again, I mentioned that he's the first New Egypt wrestler ever to compete for the Region 7-8 seniors.
Down to the final 25 seconds in the second period.
And 8-2, the lead that McFetridge of Delaware has. Member of the Team Delaware Junior Olympic team is Colton McFetridge. Carries a 2.8 grade point average at Hodson Votech.
We're going to go into the third, 8-2 lead, McFatridge. First time in this gym, Voj. This is a nice gym, nice crowd, an easy drive. Last few years, we've made the trip to St. Mark's.
And I think the driving that you did was fantastic because you didn't get my wife upset once.
I had her rolling from one side of the car to the other a couple times, but not too bad.
But she did give you a compliment once you pulled into the parking lot here.
Sure. Morton on the bottom.
Losing by 6 points, so he needs some moves in a hurry to try and get back into this bout.
Go back to the center. We wrestled 23 seconds into the third period. And we're going to have some injury time.
That's Colton McFatridge who's taking the injury time, and it's 1.5 minutes. We've been through this before if you have an injury. And we got a slew of coaches from Delaware, and I can't identify all of them specifically. Marvin Dooley is one of the assistants. Used to be in your neck of the woods. Used to be a head coach at St. James High School.
Voj, so interesting that I can live in New Jersey and not see anybody from St. James. I came into this gym tonight, 2 St. James people in the gym. Great. Three counting me.
That's
that was
right.
about my entire graduating class.
Like an old reunion here tonight.
Absolutely.
Marvin Dooley, the former coach. Jason Land, who played soccer and wrestled a little bit at St. James.
Also wrestled in this meet in 1997 for South Jersey.
There you go.
Here's Dean Sizemore. Looks like he's keeping the book. I hope he's keeping it right, Voj.
And he's one of the executive committee members from the South Jersey Wrestling Hall of Fame. This is a scholarship fundraiser. You see
back points here. Wow.
And if he could step through and he's got a half in there, if he could grab the far wrist, but he gets a couple points, and that makes it 8-4. Just cut the deficit in half.
No, 10-2, Voj.
I'm sorry, 10-2. I'm sorry. Looked up too quickly, saw the red, the blue and gold, and was thinking South Jersey. Among those coaches for Delaware, Chris Bondashore, Kurt Howell, Vic Leonard, Cliff Backish, and Brandon Bailey.
We have a stalemate. Go back, 56 seconds left.
South Jersey being coached by Joe Robinson, the head coach at Lenape, and Gary McGurn, the head coach at Bishop Eustace, and former executive committee chairman Mike Cunningham is on the bench.
Fetridge doing a great job, Voj.
Incomplete control out there.
It's interesting because I think he took neutral to start the second period after that great start, and he gave up the takedown, but got those points back here in the third.
And has a major decision with 30 seconds to go in the bout.
So this will be big for Morton to get out, but he's going to give up some more back points here.
Oh, my.
It's going to be 3 more points. It's going to be 13-2.
And if he tilts him again, well, it still wouldn't have enough to get a tech fall. But it's an impressive start for Team Delaware.
13-2, under 5 seconds left. I was getting ready to say, if Region 7-8 can get an escape there, they cut that lead to 7 and take it from a major to a regular decision. Not going to happen. 13-2 to final.
And 4 big team points for Delaware.
We go to 119. Mike Clausewitz from AI DuPont for Delaware. Ryan Mosher from Sacred Heart for Region 7 and 8.
Ryan Mosher from Sacred Heart, again, another school with a first-time entry for Region 7 and 8. 31-10 this past year, a career record of 72 wins, second in the districts this past season, third in the districts the year before. A 2-time Clipper Classic champion, and owns the fastest pin in Sacred Heart history with an 8-second pin. Mike Clausewitz from AI DuPont, 33-8 this year, 91 career wins, a 2-time state place winner, 2008 Blue Hen Conference finalist, Germantown Milford Invitational and Canal Classic champion this past year, and had a 2008 fourth place finish at the Tiger Classic, which I believe Pennsville was in.
They were,
this past year.
They were.
I was incorrect on what I said, that this is the second Sacred Heart wrestler to compete in this meet.
And then you're going to tell us who the first one was. We'll get that information in a second. I'll go through all that information, but your delicate eyes.
Still no score. 50 seconds to go in the opening period. New Jersey in the solid gold uniform. Delaware has the green anklet, and they're blue and gold. Actually, New Jersey with blue on the thighs and up front, up top. Mosher doing a nice job of fighting off the takedown attempt. So it's still scoreless. Last 15 seconds of the opening period. Nice takedown with 5 seconds to go in the opening period for Mike Clausewitz. And Delaware takes a 2-0 lead.
Back in 2006, 152-pounder Evan Forsiski of Sacred Heart also in this match.
What year was that?
06, Vogt.
2006, a couple years ago.
Yeah. Last year, South Jersey winning 44-29. 38-30, so you can see it was in 2006, so getting closer and closer. Well, it was 8 points and then 15 points, but.
Well, you're right. I think it's been highly competitive the last couple of years because I think Delaware takes it very, very seriously. You can see Coach Joe Robinson is talking to Ryan Mosher, who has an injury timeout. Ross Thomas, the official, looking on.
Robinson wrestled in this match, Vogt, back in '91 for Eastern Regional when they beat Roberto Rivera 4-0, wrestling at 152 pounds.
What year was that?
1991.
Wow. You realize that is 16 years ago?
There's a tattoo, Vogt. Your job, I think, for this tournament was to find out the meaning of the tattoos. We know what bush bees is.
Yeah.
Okay, second period, getting ready to start. Delaware with a quick start to this match.
And firing off the bottom.
By the way, John Giovanetti, the head official here, wants me to say happy birthday. His daughter, Sophia Grace, celebrated her 3rd birthday March 10th, and he asked me to throw a little happy birthday greeting to her, a little belated one.
Nice Granby roll.
How about that? You're going to see a reversal? There it is.
There it is.
Nothing.
Yep. That was a nice Granby by Mike Clausewitz of Delaware. That earned that reversal, so he has a 4-0 lead. They're coming out all fired up. Still some people coming in, so it's a nice sized crowd, as you mentioned earlier.
I'm looking. I don't see many empty seats. Maybe in the corners on one side, some empty seats. But aside from that, this gym's pretty packed.
William Penn High School in Newcastle, Delaware. 24th year of this, and it's really turned out to be a very interesting battle every year.
Yeah, you mentioned New Jersey leading the series 20-3. But as we just talked about, it is becoming more competitive.
No question about it.
If I'm not mistaken, Voj, did South Jersey used to wrestle the Lehigh Valley or something like that somewhere else?
Way back in the very beginning. In fact, it was the very first competition.
There's an escape.
As you see an escape.
4-1 now.
The very first competition was a dual meet between Region 7 and Region 8.
Oh, I did not remember that.
And that was, if I remember correctly, that was where Bobby Dobzhansky from Paulsboro wrestled Dave Stanton from Haddonfield. And they had wrestled during the season in a dual meet, and then they both were regional champions, I believe, and then they wrestled in the first All-Star meet. And then...
And you're going to tell us the result?
Well, Stanton won.
Or who won the match?
I think Region 8 won the match.
No takedown.
Yep. And off of that meet, it was said that, we got to get something different than have to meet guys that meet during the course of the year.
Okay.
So that's when the Lehigh Valley had a team, and they encouraged South Jersey. I think that was a two-year affair. Or I can remember wrestling at Camden Catholic. And Lehigh Valley was a very dominant team at the time. The Bethlehem Easton area.
4-1 lead, Clausewitz, 12 seconds left in second. And they still are a stronghold up there.
Oh, yes, they are. They are. I mean, as good as Phillipsburg is year in and year out, when they go across the river to Easton.
Oh, here's another takedown. Maybe they almost had him. They got 2 at the buzzer, though. 6-1. And he's pumped up, looking at the crowd.
Again, a takedown with 5 seconds left in the first period, a takedown with 3 seconds left in the second period, and a 6-1 lead.
This is an escape. We're now 6-2.
I was at the session last night where they brought the kids in from Region 7 and 8 and gave them their uniforms to make sure everything had a correct fit, and talked about what time they would meet to come the caravan down for the meet. And the coaches tried to tell them, look, it's a fun type thing. We want you to have fun, but just be aware that Delaware has been taking it very, very seriously in recent years.
So first mistake. Take the fun out of it, Voj.
Yeah, be prepared.
Competition.
It is. Just be prepared each, when you go over there, that you're going to have to wrestle.
Looks like an injury timeout. Minute 30 left. We're a 6-2 lead. Also going to see tonight, Voj, a couple wild card matches. So we're going to see a couple matches at 140, also 145.
And 2 at heavyweight, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. And tell us the reason for that.
Well, one of the reasons is they try to get the basic 14 weight classes, and with one not in available, they take that one away. So they're going to put wild cards in, and usually it was the home team getting 2 and the visiting team getting 1. And with the loss of a weight class, they said, why don't we just give each team 2? That way you get more kids a chance to compete, experience what it's like. It is a seniors classic, so it's seniors only. And it's just a competition for some of these guys who are going to go into the next level next year. As we mentioned in the opening, you're going to see Alex Mead later, and he's ticketed for Oklahoma State next year.
Yeah, and for people that haven't seen Alex Mead, what a real treat, Voj. As I said, we've had a chance to see him for 3 years. So this will be like, I didn't see him, 2 years ago, but this will be the 3rd time I've seen him. What a treat.
Yeah.
Look at this, Voj, right in on that leg. (8-2).
And that's the 3rd takedown that Clausewitz has gotten in this match. So they're for real.
Second match of the evening, 119 pounds, 4-0 lead, Delaware. Hope you get a caution.
Clausewitz, quite an academic student as well. He carries a 3.6 grade point average. 3-time Delaware Wrestling Association Academic All-State, voted AI's most valuable wrestler, and won the AI Team Award with most takedowns at 103. And you can see that evident in this match with 3 takedowns already.
Right, he's going to let him go now, make it 8-3.
He also is a member of the Team Delaware Junior Olympic team.
There's another takedown. Wow. Might see him let him go here now, Voj. 10-3. If he lets him go and gets a takedown, it's another major.
Yep. And there's plenty of time left.
That's what he's going to do.
Absolutely, I would too.
10-4.
And you know, you just see the confidence build when you start dominating on your feet. And that's what Olympic wrestling is a lot of, wrestling on your feet.
Right. 17 seconds. I don't know if you're Mosher. Do you want to try and stay away? No stall warnings.
Oh, you gotta kind of think about circling at this point and defending yourself.
He's in trouble here. We're going to get nothing.
Well, and there again, you saw Mosher be aggressive in the circle there, and that's also a way to prevent getting taken down, to be aggressive yourself. So he certainly didn't run away. He kept the pressure on.
And time's going to run out. A 10-4 win for Clausewitz. 7-0 lead for Delaware after 2 matches.
And we go to 125 pounds next, and Rich Panisi will represent Region 8, Region 7-8 seniors. He's from Collingswood High School. Season record of 30 wins and 7 losses this year, 115 career wins, 2-time District 28 champion, a Region 7 champion this last year after being 3rd in the region the year before. Camden County champion, Neptune champion, and a Christmas tournament champion. Mike Magaha of Indian River, who is going to go to Limestone University next year. 36-4 this season, 132 career wins, 2-time state finalist, 2 times Penelope champion. Only 21 losses in his 4-year career.
From Team Delaware, Brett Magaha wrestles for Indian River High School. He plans to attend Limestone University. He was a two-time state finalist, a two-time Hemlow Conference champion, and
For our viewers in Delaware, Voj, Panisi wrestling out of Collingswood. Collingswood was the runner-up in Group 1, which is the smallest schools in New Jersey, smallest public schools. Their team lost to Kittatinny High School 31-30, so it was a Cinderella season for them, winning the Colonial Conference and then winning the South Jersey Group 1 title, knocking off Paulsboro in both of those championships.
You know, and stopping two very long streaks. Yeah, Paulsboro had won 307 consecutive dual meets in the Colonial Conference, covering the last 36 years. And Collingswood ended that streak in late January, and then they turned around and beat Paulsboro in the South Jersey Group 1 final. That stopped the streak of 27 consecutive years of South Jersey championships and prevented Paulsboro from adding to a state finals record of 25 consecutive state championships.
Which I believe, Voj, was a national record at the time.
It still is, I believe.
Yeah. Those four, 20 seconds left. Magaha and Panisi. Panisi for South Jersey. I'm going to say South Jersey instead of Region 7, Region 8 votes. You'll know what I mean, right?
You're certainly allowed to do that.
I notice you have M&M's, Voj. I thank your wife for bringing me a Milky Way. She shut me out tonight. No scores, we head to the second.
Now, she's going to feel badly about that, you know.
No, she won't. Panisi starts on the bottom for South Jersey. Might get a reversal here.
Very nice reversal.
Might get some back points out of it, but no back points yet.
Just
he gets the two.
Just missed it because he tried to throw the half in there, and
it's the first lead for a South Jersey wrestler so far.
Right, and Magaha could feel that coming and just got out of harm's way. Panisi, a stalwart on the Collingswood team this last year, one of their captains. As you mentioned, what a great thrill it had to be to not only win the Colonial Conference, but also to get to the state finals in Group 1. Tilt series, trying to roll through with the barring the arm, expose the back, get a count, you can get back points.
It can also be dangerous at times, Voj, too, right?
You got to have a strong grip on that bar arm, because if you don't, and you roll through like that and you don't have a firm grip, the guy can hip right over and all of a sudden you're in danger.
Second period. 2-0 lead, Panisi.
Magaha carries a 3.0 grade point average.
What's that, Voj? How much?
A 3.0 grade point average?
I did have a 3.0 actually in my senior year of high school. 1.5 my junior year and a 1.5 my senior year. You know, it's that old SAT joke. Well, I get a back points here.
Yep.
We'll get two.
Scott Jenkins is the official in charge in this particular bout. As I said, we're working in tandem with
4-0 lead for Panisi.
With Scott Jenkins working with John Groom from Delaware. Alternating every two matches. You'll see another tandem come out there.
Panisi doing a great job. Started on the bottom, got the reversal, got some back points. Complete control as we go to the third. He's up 4-0. Let's see, Delaware is going to start neutral. I noticed they like wrestling on their feet, Voj.
Hey, a lot of freestyle moves you're seeing tonight. And of course, that first period, neither wrestler got a takedown. That was 0-0 after one. So Panisi scoring all his points in the second period on a reversal and back points. Of course, you know, I think you got to give some credit to the South Jersey kids. Again, those who just wrestled this past weekend. That's why there's a weight allowance in this, because you don't want them holding weight any longer than they have to. And if you have this meet as quickly as you can after the New Jersey State Tournament finishes, it's a little bit easier to coax guys into wanting to compete when they know they don't have to cut weight to compete in the meet.
I think it'd be harder to cut weight for two additional weeks, though.
Well, it'd be hard, you know, believe it or not, some of these guys are so much right on weight that once they have that final weigh-in on the scholastic level, it's not unusual to see their weight go up 7 or 8 pounds. Panisi's scrambling to try and stay away from the takedown.
And he does it so far, doing a nice job. He's not going to be able to hold him off there. There's the takedown, but Panisi right in situation maybe to get a reversal here. They waved off the takedown, Voge.
No takedown yet because there was no complete control, but if he steps over, there it is. He's going to get the control.
Now 4-2.
So again, a late takedown 25 seconds ago when Magaha got the 2 points. So he's within a tilt of tying this match up.
Here it comes, Voge. You got it. I tell you what, he might get an extra point here. He's going to get a win, Voge.
Yep.
Wow. How about that?
Yep.
Another win for Delaware. 5-4 to final. Wow, this place is erupting.
All in the last 15, 20 seconds of the bout. Great job by Magaha.
3 straight matches for Delaware. That all happened, what, last 30 seconds?
Oh, the takedown was 25 seconds ago.
There you go.
And like I said, if he bars the arm, he can get a tilt. He not only barred the arm and got the tilt, but he got it firmly enough and strong enough that he kept it there for a 5 count and still had it when the buzzer blew.
Go to 130 pounds, Gerard Garnett against Mark Maloney.
Mark Maloney of Eastern High School, a senior, 31-12 this past year. District 26 champion in 2007, a runner-up this last year, a runner-up in 2005, career record of 109 wins, 24 losses, a Brick Memorial champion, and a team captain for Eastern, which ended up being the #1 team in South Jersey.
And there's a takedown. Garnett with a 2-0 lead.
Gerard Garnett from Caravel Academy, going to Virginia Tech next year. 13-0 this year because he suffered an ankle injury and came back in time for the conference tournament where he was a 4-time conference champion. 4-time state finalist, 2-time state champion, a 2007 junior national champion. They are serious tonight.
Of course, Mark Maloney had the big win to give Eastern the #1 ranking in South Jersey with his win in the dual meet against Eastern over Eric Rigger, Voge.
Yep, and again, you see the tilt series. Not there long enough to get the 2 points, but Garnett in control. Delaware has dominated on their feet in this match.
Wow, he might have
more back
trouble again.
Almost. There it is, 2 points. This is the referee, John Groom, in charge. Scott Jenkins is the assistant in this match. Garnett very, very strong on top.
More back points.
Very strong on top. Dominating performance so far.
Two more, it's now 6-0. And then the period will come to an end. 13-2, 10-4, 5-4, all wins for Delaware. 4th match of the evening.
And they've dominated on their feet this evening.
Well, we know we talked about in that last match, Voge, where Magaha chose to top down 4-0 in the third period. Got the takedown and then got the back points.
Yep, chose neutral position and parlayed it into a 5-point move late in that match. And when you're confident on your feet, that can pay huge dividends because that is always an asset that's hard to overcome if you're the opponent.
Wow, look at that. Muscles him down. No takedown though.
Both landed out of bounds. But that's got to give Garnett, again, confidence. Look at him strike that single leg.
Made that look easy.
Right in on it, gets the takedown. Another takedown for Delaware.
118 career wins, Voj.
Only 14 losses in that career, and he missed most of this year. Only got 13 matches in because of the ankle injury early in the season. He's going to get more back points here if he continues to roll Maloney towards his back. There's two things I see him dominating with tonight, on their feet and with this bar arm series for the tilt. Look at that, another tilt. Dominating performance.
It's now 10-0.
Not many smiles on the South Jersey bench from their coaching staff. They know they're in for a well of a fight tonight.
Going to go to the third period, a 10-0 lead, Garnett. Delaware's going to, I'm going to say, Voj, Delaware throwing another state champ at us in the next weight class.
Yep. I was going to say, starting neutral again, that was Garnett's choice, and he chose the neutral position. I would too, with a 10-0 lead. I've already scored a couple takedowns, so I'm going to go after it again, and I think I can get it again. And he does. That's 12-0. We're 3 points away from a tech fall. Injury timeout. I think a stray elbow come up and caught Garnett.
Last time Delaware won, Voj, 1997, 38-27. As we see the injury time.
I hate to see anybody get hurt in events like this because it is a type of a thing where you want the kids to have some fun and maintain a little bit of seriousness to it.
You take a look at some of the people that wrestled in this tournament or this match, Voj, over the years from South Jersey, and a lot of them ending up head coaches.
Yes.
Hollywood, Michelle, Scarpa.
And of course, we mentioned this being about seniors. Joe Hollywood, who wrestled in this tournament, had a very good senior this year, who's on a senior trip this week, and Anthony Rizzolo.
Who apparently, Voj, wrestled Garnett over the summer and beat him.
Yep.
Rizzolo had a great season, finishing 4th in the state.
Yep.
How's that, Voj? Gives up the point, but then gets 2.
Yep.
It's now 14-1, now 14-2.
And going to cut him again.
Thinking about tech fall here.
Absolutely.
Oh. No padding there.
Nope. Garnett's not very happy about landing on the basketball floor.
Garnett, a 2-time state champion.
Who is really fired up now. Really fired up. Of course, you know, the officials, when they see somebody going towards the out of bounds, have
there
to
it
get
is.
over there
Now
in a hurry.
16-2. He'll probably let him go here, Voj. They're saying, cut him. Headgear off. Looks like he's going to cut him and make it 16-3, and then a takedown would have given it a 15-point margin.
Well, or just take him down, cut him again, take him down again, you got your tech fall.
That's what he's going to do. Well, Maloney goes in on that ankle.
Maloney's got to keep throwing his hips. If he keeps throwing his hips, he can possibly get his own takedown. But Garnett is very strong. Gets his hips out of the way.
Now he can spin around and get a takedown.
Oh, or just...
He's going for the 6.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And at this point, it's time to do it. Why not? Got 30 seconds. Make it a stalemate, as I say it. 16-3, 23 seconds left. Got the leg, gets the takedown. Oh, I don't think they should have stopped it there, right, Coach?
Injury. An injury. Now, with his back exposed like that, the official can give points, which I think he might have done.
Which doesn't matter in this case.
Tech fall, 18-3 is the tech fall. And they stopped the clock, so I don't know what the official time in a tech fall was.
It's now 15-0. We know that. 4-0 in bouts. I don't think we're going to be worried about a tiebreaker here.
I know it was in the last 20 seconds of that bout that the tech fall was scored. But they cleared the clock so fast up there, I didn't see an official time.
And I don't know if we'll be able to sleep tonight, Vogt, without knowing that. I don't think you are. We're going to take a break. More action coming up. Delaware leads 15-0. $15-0 Delaware Vogue as we go to 135 pounds.
135 pounds for South Jersey. John Darling of Morristown High School. He was 41-7 this past year, second in District 26, third in Region 7, sixth in the state, 125 career wins. His opponent, John Spence of Hodgson Votech, 39-10 this past year. 108 career wins against 39 losses, a state champion in 2008 and a Blue Hen Conference champion. Think Delaware came to wrestle tonight?
I believe so. Absolutely. Go back to the center. 1:06 left first period. 15-0 the team scored. Delaware winning the first 4 weight classes, 112, 119, 125, and 130. There is no 103-pound weight class today, but there is 3 wild cards. Nice to see the difference in the uniforms finally, Vogue. I noticed it in the last match.
Yes.
Easier to figure out who's who.
Well, if you remember in years past, they both had blue and gold on, and it was extremely difficult to tell who was who. South Jersey has since purchased the gold uniforms with the blue trim on it. Ross Thomas, the official in charge. As I mentioned earlier, going to the NCAA tournament next week in St. Louis. He's an NCAA official out there.
And by the way, he won't be the only guy there, will he, Vogue? You go every year.
I'll be there.
You won't be officiating. You'll be there.
Well, we have 8 wrestlers going to the Nationals this year from South Jersey, so it'll be fun to go out there and see them, some of them compete on the big stage. Brandon Becker.
Yeah, Brandon Becker, what a 2-time All-American. An All-American his first 2 years. Fell short last year, I think, by 1 round, Vogue?
Right, but making his 4th trip, which is very impressive. He's at Indiana, finished 3rd in the Big Ten tournament this year.
And that Big Ten tournament is tough.
Oh, it is. It is brutal. And he lost his very first match to a wrestler from Michigan.
And then came back.
Had to wrestle back.
And finished 3rd, yeah.
And in the Big 12 conference, Jordan Burroughs not only finished 1st at 149 pounds, but got the Outstanding Wrestler Award. He and a former high school teammate, Vince Jones, will be making a trip to St. Louis.
Second period, Darling on the bottom. Got a warning against Delaware for stalling.
Right. And as he drops down the legs, he picks up those legs. He's got to go up on the body, or he can get called for a stall for hanging onto the legs too long. Darling still trying to get away.
And we go back to the center.
There again, when he dropped down on the ankles, he had to be warned, you've got to move up. Scott Giffen, who used to wrestle for Eastern High School and is now at the University of Pennsylvania, originally went to Michigan. Left Michigan after a year, went to Pennsylvania. He's technically a freshman at Penn. He'll be competing. He was third in the EIWA.
University escaped now, 1-0. Only the second time New Jersey has had a lead. Panisi was up 2-0, 4-0 in his match.
And then ended up losing 5-4 in a flurry at the end.
Darling with the leg, see if he can finish. He's got to watch he doesn't get taken down and put on his back.
Out of bounds they go, just barely, because that was trouble for Darling had they stayed in bounds. His back was exposed. His brother is wrestling at Rider University. And Rider University had a couple guys qualify for the Nationals, and Donnie Fish from Delsey, and Doug Umbahauer.
About Tomasetti, right? What'd you say, Hank?
And he was second for Hofstra in the CAA, so they'll be going to the Nationals. You
know, what's your favorite saying, Voj? Oh my, if Darling pulls off a great move, you know what you're going to say?
Oh my.
Oh my, Darling.
It was a song, wasn't it? Oh my darling.
Quick Draw McGraw. No, who was it? One of those. Somebody in the truck help me. They're all too young.
Hey, you're starting to show your age once in a while.
Oh, yeah. 7 seconds left, 1-0 lead, Darling.
I think.
Huckleberry Hounds. There we go. I'm assuming that's right.
Somebody's old as you.
Not quite there, but they're around my age.
Well, what do you think the chance of a 1-0 score holding up?
Not very good, Voj. I don't see it. I see at least 3 or 4 points scored in this period alone. Spence on the bottom to start the period. Darling, I think, wrestled at C.J. Cobb a couple times, Voj, this year. Once in a state tournament, I believe, and once during the season. That super freshman from Williamstown who started at Blair Academy.
I was just going to say, it started the season at Blair and then came back to South Jersey for Williamstown. And I think a lot of people were expecting really big things out of him at the end of the year because he had gone up to Blair. You see Darling trying to get back points. Out of bounds they go.
1:22 left here in the third period. 15-0 on the team scoreboard. Delaware leads South Jersey.
South Jersey needs a win desperately at this point. As we know, Alex Mead is upcoming. And I know death and taxes are the only guarantee in life, but Alex Mead might be in the third.
Oh, Scott Winston too, huh?
And Scott Winston, yeah.
Well, we talked about for years, would it be great to see those two wrestle each other. Of course, one going at 52, the other going at 60.
Right.
Just interesting styles.
Yeah. And Winston on the way to Rutgers University next year for his old high school coach, Scott Goodale. Whereas Alex Mead is going to be joining one of the top wrestling schools in the country at Oklahoma State.
Well, Goodale's trying to make Rutgers one of those schools. And if you notice, folks, we did the state tournament this past weekend. A lot of those state place winners and finalists are going to Rutgers.
Yes.
Darling doing a great job on top. But he's got to watch out here.
Oh, my.
Almost got reversed and put on his back.
Spence came very, very, very
Crowd
close.
looking for a stall. I don't think so.
No. Not with all that activity going on out there. Oh, no. What do we know?
They got the call, though.
Yep.
So that makes things interesting for Darling here. He's got to be wary of that. He has a 1-0 lead.
And throws the legs in right away. Now he's got to try and break the man to the mat, or a stalemate can be called.
And there's the stalemate. 15 seconds.
Once again, throws the legs right in. Now he's got to be careful because that could end up being called a stall if he doesn't try to break the man to the mat.
I'll tell you what, Coach, the odds of 1-0 are very good.
Now you say it.
South Jersey picks up their first win. John Darling of Morristown, a 1-0 winner over John Spence of Delaware. So Delaware winning 4 out of the first 5 matches, and we go to 140 pounds.
Well, I'm glad I didn't bet you on that last match because I didn't think 1-0 would hold up with all the scoring we've seen so far.
This should be Josiah Bethea, or is this... looks like Renard, Vogue.
Yeah,
like John Renard.
Yeah, I think Renard was the one that's scheduled to wrestle next. Renard is wrestling Vinny Shaw. Vinny Shaw from St. Mark's High School, going to Virginia Tech next year. 39-11 this year with 99 career wins. 2008 state finalist. And he comes right out there and goes to work. 2008 Independent Conference champion, a Patriot Classic tournament champion.
He's up 2-0, but Renard. Trying to get those points back. Look at that, Vogue. Renard will get the 2 back. We're tied at 2. Shaw and Renard, 140 pounds.
Shaw, the captain of the lacrosse and wrestling teams at St. Mark's. 3-year varsity lacrosse starter, a 3-time academic all-state performer. John Renard, 39-4 at Kingsway this past year, District 31 champion, 2-time Region 8 champion, 3rd in the states this past year, 119-29 in his career, 5th in the Beast of the East this last year.
Only 1 loss in state, Vogue, and that was in the state semifinals to Stinson by a point.
Yep. A couple pretty good wrestlers there in Renard and Stinson. And Stinson only a sophomore. State champion this last year. Renard trying to control the wrist. If you control the wrist, you can do lots of things out there. You can set up a myriad of set of moves, armbar series, tilts. But you got to do something with it. John Jovenet, the official in charge. Ross Thomas is the assistant.
He's doing something with almost had it, Vogue.
Well, you got to be careful. If you let the man get up to his knees, there you go.
Got it.
You got to force it over.
He's going to have enough time. He'll get 2, Vogue.
Yep.
He got 2. 4-2 lead Renard. So after trailing 2-0, Renard comes back with a reversal and a couple back points in a 4-0 lead, or 4-2 lead.
And as we mentioned, going into the last bout, South Jersey needs something desperately in a hurry, and they don't want to get too far behind, not against this team. Renard becomes the 12th wrestler in Kingsway history to compete in this tournament. Starts on top. He's got the legs in. He's going to try and throw the half in, see if he can't turn his opponent. Or no, I'm sorry. That's
Renard's on bottom.
Renard on the bottom trying to get away from the legs. Renard tries to throw his hips out, tries to explode out. No reversal points yet. There it is now. 2 points for the reversal.
6-2.
And a 6-2 lead. Renard is out of position. Shaw coming out. He's got the neutral. If he pushes the head down, spins behind, he can pick up an easy 2. 6-3. And notice, Delaware, every time they get on their feet, they're on the attack, constantly.
Renard can spin around, but he's got to watch out. He doesn't get taken down. He's got
and he does.
takedown, 6-5.
Yep. There, he tried to spin behind, and Shaw had the arm out blocking him and just stopped him in mid-spin. and it came right back at it to get his own 2 points. Now it's a 6-5 match. Oh, my.
There's a reversal right there, though, Voj.
Did deep sit out, came right back with a switch, gets the reversal, and makes it 8-5. And what he wants to do here is not give any points up late in this bout. Trying to throw the other leg in. He's got the right leg in, trying to get the left leg in. Oh, my.
We'll take that 8-5 lead into the third. We're at William Penn High School in Delaware.
Yep, and you notice what Delaware is doing here. On their feet. They are very comfortable wrestling from the neutral position.
Ryan, it's not going to work right there.
Well, Renard is comfortable in that position too. Shoots right in.
Gets a takedown. He's up 10-5. 15-3 Delaware.
And 10-5 Renard. Renard twice a runner-up in District 31 for the Dragons. Oh my. He's got that locked up tight. But he's got to be careful. But one thing you're seeing, when Delaware gets in trouble of getting their back exposed, they have great hip movement.
10-6 right now.
With a minute to go, that can be the longest minute in your life sometimes.
Another takedown for Renard.
Push down the head, spun behind.
Now 12-6.
Took a quick look at the clock to see what he sees up there. How much time is left? I think Renard picked up a few pounds since the state tournament ended. Originally, he was scheduled to go at 135, which meant he could weigh as much as 144. And when he stepped on the scale, he weighed 149.
Now he's reversed, and it's now 12-8.
And would this be another one of those tilts in the last 15 seconds?
Potentially dangerous.
Renard has to be very, very much aware that he only has a 4-point lead, 12-8. Shaw gets high. Renard tries to pull him down. I think Renard's going to hold on and win this.
Now 15-6 through 6 matches. Delaware winning 4 out of 6. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Back at William Penn High School in Delaware, 15-6. Delaware leads the South Jersey seniors in the Seniors Classic. Voj, what do we got now?
We have Josiah Bethea of Trenton Central. You very seldom see a Trenton wrestler in the Region 8 area. They do wrestle teams in the Region 7 area, but Josiah Bethea finished the year 30 wins and 4 losses, 103 career wins, a 2-time District 25 champion, Region 7 champion this year after being a runner-up last year, and 8th in the state this past year. His opponent is Rondi Osorio of Cape Antelope, 39-10 this past year, 83-31 in his career, 4th in the state this last year. 2008 Antelope 3rd place finisher, Penn Manor champion.
Takedown for Bethea. Azaria wrestled 145 in the tournament votes where he finished fourth in the state.
But this is a wild card weight class. This is the first weight class that we've had tonight where each school has 2 participants in the same weight class.
We'll also see that at 145. Matter of fact, up next for Delaware, Voge, is that Nick Tiberi. Did we mention that Delaware has three-time state champions wrestling in this match tonight? Tiberi will be the first one of the 3. We'll see. Along with Meade and Ronaldo. Bethea with a 2-0 lead here in the second.
He's on top, but again, you can't let your leg get trapped like that. You're on top, you got to break your man down first. Don't let him grab a leg. Bethea does a good job of freeing that leg. Has a potential near side cradle if he can do anything with it.
Gotta bring his man back down, he does.
Yeah, but notice when you get the guy in the air, if the man's coming down, he's got his arms outstretched. Sometimes it's pretty tough to get him all the way down to the mat. And if you have strong arms, you can many times parlay that into some kind of a reversal. Hey, you know, the staff at William Penn is doing a great job of keeping people from walking in front of our viewing area.
I did notice that, Voge. Great job.
We have bent over backwards here tonight to make sure that everybody is in their seats and everybody can see.
Could get a stalemate here. Like we see Bethea working back around.
Well, he's trying to step over, potentially a move towards a cradle. There it comes.
Here it comes, Voge. You called it. He's got to watch out, though. Got it.
So keep his hip right in there.
Trying for the pin here, Voge. Close.
Oh, my.
There it is. He got it. Wow.
My.
How about that? South Jersey's back in this match with a pin. It's now 15-12.
3:52 to time of that pin. What a great job by Bethea.
So South Jersey with 3 wins in a row.
Delaware all fired up, coming out early, and now South Jersey's coming back at him, as you mentioned in this next bout. 145 pounds, Nick Tiberi of Hodgsonville Tech. 42 wins and 4 losses this year, 139-15 in his career, a 3-time state champion, 4-time Blue Hen Conference champion, 2-time Mount Madness champion, and 2007 4th place finish in the Beast of the East. His opponent, Rich Bushby of Kingsway, 38-5 this year, a 3-time district champion, 3-time regional champion, 4th in his state this past weekend. Career record of 138-26, 7th in the Beast of the East in 2008, and back in 2005 was 6th in the state of New Jersey. Tiberi comes out on the attack.
First number 2, Delaware State Tiberi of Hodgsonville Tech. He's a 3-time Delaware State champion, a 4-time Blue Hen Conference champion, and 4th place winner in 2007.
Bushby in on the single leg. Wants to try and get it up. They get it up in the air and get the guy in motion.
He's a 3-time district champion.
But Tiberi has an awful lot of experience.
3-time champion and 4th place in the New Jersey State in 2008.
Not going to go down easily.
Bushby lost, Voge, in the semifinals. 1-0 in the state semifinals, and then lost at his 3rd, 4th place match, 1-0. So right there, Voge.
Couple of tough losses. Yo, those are the ones that can go either way. Oh, wow.
Bushby doing a nice job right now to fight this takedown attempt down.
Well, you
He's got to watch. He's going to give it up here, though. 2-0, and he's got to make sure he just doesn't get put on his back, and he does. He trails 2-0.
Yeah, and you saw the Tiberia experience there, because once you got the leg up in the air, you get your opponent going one way and then come back the other way. And a lot of times you can knock them off balance, and that makes for an easier takedown.
Sounds like a band, the Tiberia experience.
Yes. Bushby trying to throw his hips over. Tiberia rolls through.
We'll go to the second period. 2-0 lead. Nick Tiberia. Bushby will start on the bottom.
Again, Tiberia drops right down on the leg, grabs the other ankle, knocks Bushby to the mat. John Groom, the official in charge. Scotty Jenkins, the assistant in this bout.
Caution against South Jersey.
See if Bushby tries something different this time. Again, tries to roll his hips across, but Tiberia will have none of that. He's rolling his hips just as well. It's a sign of a good wrestler when they have good hip movement. Comes the tilt attempt.
Nice job by Bushby rolling through on that one.
You can feel it coming. When they bar your arm and you can feel that tilt coming, your best thing is to try and roll through as quick as you can and belly down. Bushby staring at a 2-0 deficit. Got to be thinking out there, what's going to work against this guy? Tries to stand up this time. Trying to roll through. Well, Tiberia just on him like a blanket.
Absolutely. Under a minute left here in the second. Doing a nice job on top. He is a 3-time state champ, Coach.
Oh, yeah, and undecided on where he wants to go next year. It's a shame with some of the good wrestlers we've seen over the years that on the Delaware team. The University of Delaware does not have a wrestling team. Of course, the University of Texas doesn't have one either, and there are a lot of good high school wrestlers in Texas, but no college programs.
Again, Bushby rolling through.
Yeah, and when he rolled through, he's trying to stop. There's, again, a 1 count for the tilt, but he was trying to brace his hips, and Tiberia's having none of it. Again, Bushby he feels himself in trouble.
Nice job by Bushby.
Well, he can feel what he has to do to prevent getting a count.
Nice job not giving up back points, but 21 seconds. You got to get out and get that 1 point. And also be interesting with Delaware's choice if they follow the trend they've done all night
to take neutral in the third period. Yeah. Well,
here's only points coming on a takedown.
Yeah. And not being able to get off the bottom here is hurting. Tried to roll through across a little shoulder roll. Gets the one leg, but Tiberia again. Good upper body control.
And we're going to go into the third, 2-0 lead, Tiberia.
Great job of riding out Bushby.
277 wins, Village, between the two wrestlers out there. That's a lot.
A lot of wins. And ironically,
He takes the bottom.
takes the bottom. So he's confident on his feet, but he must be super confident on the bottom and think he can get out of here right away. Although if he's ridden out and there's no back points, he still wins the match.
Second Kingsway wrestler tonight. Had a couple last year, Hagen Whedon. Mark Hagen, Rob Whedon wrestling in this match.
And of course, Bushby tonight following John Renard. John Renard gave South Jersey a 12-8 win. Bushby trying to duplicate his teammates' performance by giving South Jersey some points, but he's got his work cut out against a 3-time state champion. Down on a minute to go in the period.
Is there a point if you're Bushby that you let him go and just try and take him down to his back? I mean, you're going to need, but if you have him where you have him, if he gets some back points, it's a timeout. So warning against Tiberi votes for stalling.
Right. Because he's kind of bracing himself on the bottom. He knows he has the lead, so he doesn't really have to do anything yet. Now he's got a warning.
There it is, the escape now. It's 3-0.
Now you're in jeopardy. You got 25 seconds to go. Not only do you need a takedown,
And put him right on his back.
but you got to take him right to his back, and I don't think that's going to happen. Bushby fires in deep. Again, Tiberi with the overhook.
Just under 9 seconds left.
And I think Delaware is going to get back to their winning ways here.
South Jersey had a streak of 3 in a row going to there. 3 seconds.
There again, you see Tiberi just circling because he does not have to do anything. He's got a stall warning and he can get a stall point, but he will still win. He wins 3-0.
And we'll get our wild card at 145. Todd Koch from Caesar Rodney and Joe Lowry of Timber Creek. Lowry finished 3rd in Region 8 votes. Lost in the semifinals of Regions 2, Rich Bushby.
And of course, that was Bushby who just finished with a 3-0 loss. Lowry will be the 3rd Timber Creek wrestler to ever compete in this meet. And Timber Creek's a fairly new school, so it has to be in the last couple of years.
It's a hint for me to go look.
Lowry 37-2 this year, 92-33 in his career. Runner-up in District 30, 3rd in the regions. A Camden County champion, Nottingham champion, and Collingswood champion. Todd Koch of Caesar Rodney. 2 points for Lowry on a takedown. Nice control at the side of the mat. Koch 23-9 this year, 98-23 in his career. A 2-time state finalist and a 2-time Penelope champion. Stands up, gets the escape.
2-1 lead Lowry. Dan Stanley wrestled in the 2006 match where South Jersey won 38-30. Stanley with a decision 3-2 in that match.
Quick move there by Koch to get in on the leg. No points yet. Out of bounds they go. Ross Thomas, the official in charge, waited an awful long time there. Actually, Lowry was off the mat and onto the basketball floor before Ross Thomas actually blew the whistle and said there is no takedown. Lowry goes in, tries to get upper body control. Around the head, if he can reach back, grab an ankle, and turn his man in, can get a takedown. Stalemate called.
Lowry had to draw that Steve Santos in his first match in the States vote. Santos made it to the finals, so he lost his first match. Did not have a chance to wrestle back.
Clock was allowed to run when they went out of bounds that last time, and the scoring table held it for a couple seconds. Oh my God! Oh my!
For the takedown, he got
it. Nice barrel roll right into a takedown.
And he worked for that one. 3-2 lead.
Did. Oh my! The word "quit" is not in their vocabulary tonight.
Lowry trying to get that 1 point,
and he got it.
That was close. That was close. I'm not sure if he got it, Voges, but
he definitely got it.
Well, he got it because the ref gave it to him. Did he get it?
He definitely got it because he broke complete control, even though he was leaning into his opponent. But that was before I heard the buzzer, and he had the separation. Automatic escape given by Koch.
4-3 for Lowry. Big point to get down at the buzzer.
Oh, huge, huge. So that gives Lowry a 4-3 lead. But now he has to continue to be the aggressor on his feet. Oh my, another nice dump attempt by Koch. If he did that inbounds, he'd have an easy 2. Lowry's got to feel that dump coming. Sometimes you want to lower your level here so a guy can't get in on your legs like that with a dump. Or what Lowry is doing here,
just go right at him.
Pressure on. Yeah, keep the aggression going.
Koch was a runner-up to Ty Beery in the state finals at 145 pounds. On deck, Voges, at Alex Mead, coming in with a 125-4 record.
Koch that time tried to get a quick start off the neutral position, got hit with a caution because he went a little bit too quick. But notice how he's lowering his level. Sometimes you have to lower your level out there so a guy can't get in on your legs. There comes that dump attempt again. Lowry more content with going upper body. Koch trying to sneak in on and grab a leg for a fireman's gun. Good job by Lowry. Persistent.
Gets the takedown. Now 6-3.
And a nice forward roll right through the middle there.
Potentially dangerous.
Yep.
20 seconds left.
And that was good reaction by Lowry with that forward roll across the shoulders, because if he had let the leg go, Koch could have come right up behind him for a reversal. Another caution, I believe. Did give it, but I thought there was another caution there. Lowry's got to break his man down.
Coach, I think trailing by 3 points going into the third, I would expect Koch to start on the bottom and then get the escape and go for the takedown instead of starting neutral, don't you think?
I would certainly think so, though he's trying hard to get a neutral here.
I think if it was a 1 or 2 point match, it might be a little different.
Yep.
But with 3, and he's going to start on the bottom.
Trailing 6-3.
Halfway through tonight, 5-3 Delaware in matches, and they lead on the scoreboard 18-12.
Koch trying to free his wrist. Lowry's got to break him down. Koch again trying to free his wrist. Notice the wrist control by the bottom man. Trying to prevent Lowry from getting his right arm around the body. Stalling warning given to Lowry because he had no real pin attempt combination on him. The officials are watching for you to break the man down, work for the fall. Jumps over for what looked like the start of a possible cradle attempt. He's going to pick up the ankle, drive the man down, try and flatten him out, and try and get some kind of a pinning combination.
There's a point, 6-4. I think he's just going to cut him here, Voj.
Well, the only problem, if you cut him like that,
well, you better not get taken down.
Absolutely.
6-5 lead now.
If you're going to cut him loose,
you got to take him down. Or hold on for dear life in the last 53 seconds.
Well, and he's already been hit with a stalling.
Right, so he's got to be on the offensive here.
So he can't just circle, and not be aggressive because he's going to get hit for stalling unless he makes some kind of aggressive moves from the neutral position. Stalemate.
That's why I would almost give up that point, Voj, at the beginning of the period rather than get hit with that stalling. I mean, you'll still be up 2 points.
Yes.
Even if you get taken down, you have a chance to escape. Here now, you got to watch your every move. You got to be offensive, even though you only have a 1-point lead.
Well, and Lowry's doing the right thing because he's got a 1-point lead. He has to stay aggressive. He can't back out of the circle. Circles in. 10.6.
Lowry spinning around. And he's going to hold on and win 6-5. We'll take a break. We'll be back. 18-15 Delaware.
Two-time Beast of the East champion.
18-15 Delaware leads South Jersey. Voj and Alex Mead. We've been talking about him all night. A 3-time Delaware state champ. Matter of fact, I think one year he might have went to Easton.
Yes, he did, and I don't think he ended up wrestling that year.
Right, and that's why that's why he only has 125 wins, Voj.
125-4 in his career. 44-0 this year. A 3-time state champion, 2-time Ironman champion, one of the top national tournaments, 3-time Henel Open champion, 2-time Beast of the East champion. He is headed for Oklahoma State, the Caesar Rodney Sr. His opponent, Dustin Deckert of Pennsville, 37-2 this year, 92 career wins. 137 career wins, 137-24, 39-5 this year. He may have been a 4-time district champion, but we know he wasn't 4-time District 31 because he wrestled at Camden Catholic one year.
Right, he trails 2-1, by the way. 40 seconds left here in the first period. Alex Mead with a takedown early on.
A Region 8 champion this 2 years ago. Region 8 runner-up this last year.
We have an injury time. Looks like Deckard might have got poked in the eye.
Alex Mead is such a technical wrestler. I mean, he is technically very, very sound. Well, they should have a trainer come out and look as well as the coach. That might be the man in the red shirt taking his time to get out there.
That is true, Voj. In the last 4 years, we were lucky enough because we got to see Paulsboro live. And Paulsboro wrestled Jackson and Caesar Rodney, so we had a chance to watch Mead and Scott Winston a lot the last few years.
And especially 2 years ago on back-to-back nights.
Yeah, remember that.
Yeah, they wrestled Jackson one night, or Caesar Rodney one night, and Jackson the next day.
Both teams at the time were nationally ranked.
And that was one of the reasons that Cesar Rodney wasn't on Paulsboro's schedule this year, because the corresponding date would have made it back-to-back with Jackson. And Paul Marina from Paulsboro tried to get a different date, and Dickie Howe at Cesar Rodney did not have another open date.
Yeah, that was that same week that they had wrestled Delsey and then Jackson, and they had Collingswood coming up.
Yes.
So it was hard to fit them in, I believe.
That would have been a very, very hard spot to put Cesar Rodney on the schedule. And like I say, they tried to schedule him at another time, but the schedules from both schools were pretty packed this last year.
Matter of fact, this weekend, Voj, Alex Mead will be in Pittsburgh for the Dapper Dan Wrestling Classic. And then following that, he's going to compete in the Senior Nationals at Virginia Beach, March 28th through the 30th. Then he's going to wrestle for Team USA against Iowa on April 12th and conclude his high school career at Fargo, North Dakota, at the end of July.
And you tell me that's somebody that it is not a standout in wrestling with that kind of a schedule.
Yeah, it's just something to do on the side, just a hobby.
Well, and you know, that's why Region 6 this last year was so dominant and is becoming a dominant area, because they do a lot of all-season wrestling on the New Jersey team and in national competition. And, you know, you're just going to get better by being exposed to great wrestlers.
Yeah, nice job in the Wilmington, the News Journal by Mike Finney and on Alex Mead, and talking about looking to end this slide against South Jersey. And there's a takedown. Wow. He's quick, Voj.
Oh, fake one way, go the other way, but so quick. Many wrestlers will do that, fake one way, go the other way. But when you use outstanding speed to do it, it's almost impossible to stop.
So a 4-1 lead for Mead.
And as we mentioned, just so technically strong. And, you know, I had an opportunity to talk to him when they wrestled at Paulsboro a year ago, before they left the gym to get on the bus to go home. And it's just an outstanding young man to talk to.
Just going to let him go. Now 4-2.
Kind of like your typical collegiate wrestler, because to watch the speed, spins behind, gets the takedown, cuts him loose.
Yeah. He's going to play on his feet this match.
Well, and that's what is so big on the college level. Again, swing to the side, get the single leg, pick it up, take the man down, cut him loose.
Let me go back to the center, 8-4. Dustin Deckard made it to the semifinals, Voj, before losing in the semis 1-0 to Greg Zanetti of J.P. Stevens.
You know, the impressive thing about wrestlers who are good on their feet, you got to remember that they're getting 2 points for every one they give up. Oh my. And on the legs, almost was going for a near side cradle.
Now 10-4.
All 10 points on takedowns. 5 takedowns so far.
See if he lets him go again.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
10-5.
Even if you lower your base on Alex Mead, he's just got such great speed. He can fake you one way and go the other way in a blink of an eye.
All 5 of Deckard's points coming on escapes.
All intentional. I don't think it would have made any kind of difference what state Alex Mead wrestled in. No. I still think he would have had great success. Stalemate. 125-4. The scholastic record. And again, the 1 year he virtually missed, I believe, when he was at Easton and came back to Delaware and had to sit out. Wow. Look at that speed.
Nice job, though. Deckard didn't give up the 2 there. More blood. Nope, I guess not. And we'll take a 10-5 lead for Meade into the third period.
Wow.
And he'll take bottom.
I don't know how you hold a guy like this down.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens here. He is quick, though, so see if he tries to just get out right away or how he plays it.
How's that for quickness?
That took him 5 seconds.
4-second escape.
There you go. Now 11-5. Takes a peek at the clock.
Just another takedown. It'll be a major decision territory.
Cesar Rodney had a run of like 4 or 5 years in a row. They were the top team in Delaware. Relinquished that this year, and here's a takedown.
So powerful.
And we have a blood timeout. 13-5 lead for Alex Meade. Right now, a major decision. And it's a match all of a sudden, so I guess every point counts now, Voj, at 18-15.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, you're looking for bonus points in a bout like this.
And with the score being 13-5 and so much time left, do you think Meade will let him go?
Yes. Yes, I think he'll cut him, and I think he'll go for another takedown and see if back points are there. If they're not, you'll see him cut him again and go for, you know, you're getting 2 points for every 1 point you give up.
Deckard in the corner are the coaches Robinson and McGurn. McGurn, a state champion, coached the state championship team, but was there for a while. Didn't look like he'd get to coach in that state final. Looks like almost was like a given, and then they ended up having to wrestle and still won convincingly. And Robinson trying to build back that Lenape program, right, Voj? That Lenape program was strong, I guess, 80s, 90s.
For a number of years, yeah. They were the very first of the Indian district schools, Lenape, and then Shawnee came along. And then Cherokee came along, and now Seneca has come along. So now there are 4 high schools in the district that used to just have 1. And where Lenape was a dominant team at one time, Hank Schnepp, the first coach there, and then Sam Evangelista left Paulsboro and went to Lenape.
Where did he leave, Voj?
Left Paulsboro.
Okay, I'd like to hear you say that word, Paulsboro. I'm sorry.
And then, of course, his assistant coach became a head coach, and we saw him officiate in District 29
Russ
this
Menudo,
last year.
yeah.
Yep. There you see another escape, as you said would happen.
13-6. Well, I actually didn't say what happened. I asked you. You said it would happen. I agreed with you. 13-6.
So it's a 7-point differential right now. Again,
Alex Meade in the blue for Delaware. Dustin Deckard of Pennsville
just look
for
at that
New Jersey.
speed,
Here's
the
another
spin
takedown.
behind.
It's 15-6. Lets him go 15-7 because he's already has the major right now at this point. What is it, Voj? Is it his quickness? What is it, though? And as you can see, I think he's just quick, but
yeah, his
17-7, is it more than that?
His speed is just phenomenal.
17-8. I hate to be the graphics operator. Kevin LeMastre, first time in that truck, working that machine, and he's got his work cut out for him right now. Look at, there's another takedown and another escape.
And now it's 19-9.
Almost reminiscent of that state final. Remember, Voj? Was it Damian Hahn and Troy Bennett? I mean, Troy Bennett and Dustin Deckard, some pretty good wrestlers, but when you're wrestling guys at this caliber, they can just make you look
Yeah, oh yeah, no question.
pedestrian.
No question.
19-9 with 17 seconds left. Me trying for one more takedown.
And 9 takedowns already. If he gets another one, it'll be his 10th takedown in this bout. .9 seconds to go. He's had enough time to get a takedown.
I don't think there's been any stall calls, though. So we wrestled 10 matches, 6 for Delaware, 5 for South Jersey. 21-15, Delaware leads.
And a 19-9 major decision by Alex Meade.
And we get ready for 160 pounds, Keith Hinson of William Penn, the home school. 160 pounds. Scott Kelly was originally scheduled to wrestle in this match, the state finalist from Sacred Heart. We did have a late change, Voj.
Yes, taking his place at 160 pounds is Jordan Corona.
That's 20, my mistake, by the way, 22. Forgot about the major, 22-16.
Right. Jordan Corona of
Or
Holy
15.
Spirit, 25-11 this year, a district runner-up in District 32 and a fourth place finisher in Region 8. His opponent, Keith Hinson, William Penn High School, so he's in familiar grounds right here, his own high school. 42-2 this year, 122-26 in his career, a state champion this year, two-time Blue Hen Conference champion, and is headed to Bloomsburg.
And Hinson, by the way, Voj, last 2 years placing in the Beast, finished 5th this year. So the last 2 years he placed in the Beast.
And again, another outstanding wrestler that Delaware is putting on the mat this year.
Hey, Joe, like Voj, let's just put them in order.
Yeah. Where's that pizza you promised me tonight?
Pizza. You know, I was leaving. My wife had a craving for brownies. She was making brownies, so hopefully I'll have some. That'll be my nutritional dinner.
You didn't bring any with you?
Nah.
Oh, wow.
Nah. So it was, you know, God, Voj, it was.
Maybe we swing by your house on the way home and get a brownie.
It's been by the house.
Oh,
I'm not guaranteed taking both of you home, you and your wife. I know you're coming home with me.
Oh, look. Hinson is just mauling the upper body.
Yeah, gets the takedown.
Yeah, and it's a tough situation for Corona to be in.
Yeah, just thrown into this.
Yeah, because actually, as we mentioned, Scott Kelly originally had said yes. He finished second in the state. The next person in line to be offered the position was Dakota Moore of Camden Catholic, who was first in Region 7. Those were the two region champions, Kelly in 8 and Moore in 7. Moore chose not to wrestle, so it brought it right down to.
Look out! Look at this, folks! Look at that!
Oh my!
I tell you what, almost had the 6.
Well,
Only got the 2 back.
I thought there was an escape there.
He thought there was too.
Well, the officials all over on the right never went after the wrestlers to watch them. A little bit of laziness, I think, on the officials' part. Cronin's going to do everything he thinks he can do to get points out there, but when you're a state place winner 2 times or a place winner 2 times in the Beast East, you've got to have some skill.
You know, Voj, we were talking to one of the coaches from William Penn who was giving us some information on Hinson, also talking about wrestling and his thoughts on how many weight classes and all, and they agree with us that 14's too many. William Penn is a big school like this, only had 30 kids come out for wrestling this year.
Yeah, that's what's really starting to puzzle me. It's why we want to stay at 14 weight classes when some of the bigger schools like William Penn can only get 30 guys out. Some of the schools like Paulsboro that have such great tradition struggle to get much more than 25 or 26 kids out. And every time you pick up the paper after a heavy night of wrestling on Wednesday, count the number of forfeits. It's just unbelievable. There are a lot of distractions that kids have nowadays, and I don't think it's like it used to be, as you see a back count starting.
No points though, still 4-0.
Years ago when you had traditional family experiences where kids would stay home and they didn't have much more than a television to look at. Now they got malls and they have games. And
instead of 6 channels, we have like 300 channels on the television anyway.
Just so many distractions. So to ask someone to put the kind of dedication in, you need to be a wrestler. You just don't see that as often anymore, I think, as you saw years ago.
Nice job by Hinson, but I think Corona might be a little injured on that.
Yeah, he's
I was going to say, he did not let go. It brought him right back to the mat.
Yep. You know, you look at the success that a program like Paulsboro had years ago in wrestling. It still has a success, but years ago, kids that were part of that program, when there were only a dozen schools in South Jersey with the sport, many of them would come back on a Christmas vacation, or if they worked in a nearby refinery, would come back to the program and support the program and teach the kids some of their moves, and that's what happened over the years. You started to lose that.
What's that say, Voj? Lucille. What do you think, girlfriend? And I don't think so, Voj.
You got me. Although, again, I wouldn't wouldn't put it past kids nowadays. The only problem is if they break up, then what do you do?
Exactly.
Change it to Lucinda?
I got to go find a Lucinda first.
Yeah.
Go back to the center. 4-0 lead, Hinson.
I got to give Corona a lot of credit because this is a tough situation he was put into with a person who's placed in a BCDs a couple times, and go out there and you have limited experience, which his record indicates. 11 losses this year. He's had a tough year.
Seniors from Region 7-8 against the Delaware seniors. Started back in 1985, Voj. Close one back then, 30-23, South Jersey winning. Matter of fact, it pinned, so it went down to the heavyweight.
Yep. Some of the wrestlers that won for South Jersey
Hinson
back
doing
then.
it good, Voj.
Pat Ahern of Paul VI at 101 pounds. David Glawson, who was just recently inducted into the South Jersey Wrestling Hall of Fame for Pemberton. Rich Hoskins of Pemberton. Chris Mays of Oakcrest, who we see every year down at the Region 8 tournament. Mark Shannon of West Deptford. Paul Medina of Willingboro.
We have a count here, Voj.
Oh my.
Some big back points at the end of the period.
Oh my.
Trying to finish it off. He's going to have enough time. No, he'll get 3 back. Now 7-0.
Wow. A couple more guys on that team back then that won matches. Jack Swain of Lenape, and as you mentioned, Bill Hyros of Pemberton had a fall in the very last bout to guarantee South Jersey with the win. Some of the wrestlers over the years that you mentioned became coaches. Ray Michelle, former head coach at Pittman.
They go flying.
Yes, they did it. And an escape for Delaware.
Now 8-0, so right now we're in territory for a major decision, picking up some big team points for Delaware.
Joe Hollywood, the current assistant at the current head coach at Deptford, 1987 participant. Rich Scarpa, who was the head coach at Vineland up until 2 years ago. Brian Farnham, wrestled for Haddon Township.
Now Shalleck, there's a takedown. Nice takedown, 10-0, right to his back.
Oh my.
He's got plenty of time. He's going to have at least 2, Voj.
Oh my.
And he's
and that going for the near side cradle.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. I think that's it, Voj. Lights out.
Brother.
Wow. 28-15, Delaware.
5:04, time of the pin. Oh my.
$13-point lead. We go to 171.
171 pounds for South Jersey. Kyle Hess of Cinnamons, and he's going up against Brock Budesheim of Sussex Central. Kyle Hess, 37-7.
Wrestling for Team Delaware.
This year, 98 career wins. District 26 and Region 7 champion this past year. 5th in New Jersey. He's going right after Brock, who was 44-7 this last year. 151 career wins. 2008 state champion, 2-time Henel Open champion. A Beach to the East
Oh,
place
look at that,
winner.
almost no points after all that.
He was also a Beach to the East place winner this last year. 171 pounds, the first of 2 bouts at 171 pounds. It's also a wild card class. Hess drives in, gets the takedown. Big problem right now for South Jersey. They still have to start getting some bonus point wins. 28-15, they're down by 13 points. Budesheim rolls through and gets the escape.
170. The scoreboard has 160 pounds. This is 171.
Yes, it is.
Go back to the center. 57 seconds left. By the way, Voj, Kyle Hess lost in the quarterfinals of the state tournament 1-0 to Brandon Ard. You know who Brandon Ard is, right?
Brandon Ard, that
The state champion.
state champ.
We talk about how close these guys
Oh, yeah.
are. He lost
Oh,
by a
absolutely.
point to the eventual state champion.
Absolutely. And Ard will be back again next year. He's only a junior.
Yep. And Seidenberg, who he beat, is only a junior.
And Seidenberg, who was the favorite in there, and Ard upset him.
I think the favorite just because they finished second and third the year before.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, you know, you come back with that kind of experience, and as a state place winner, a lot of times if your opponent hasn't placed high in the state, the favorites role kind of goes to you. Hess again in on the single leg. Trying to rush the move, I think. Got to be careful. (28-15) the team score, with Delaware in charge. They've already won 7 matches. Cinnamonson's only had 2 wrestlers who have participated in this match in the past, and they've got 2 in the lineup tonight.
And we'll see a wild card match at 171 also, Coach.
Yes. We're going to see Jake Sapil of Seneca, and he'll be wrestling Dorian Downs of Glasgow.
189 will have a chance to see the third of 3 three-time state champions for Delaware and Vinnie Renault.
Yep. Hess gets to his feet, trying to get the
Does he
escape.
get 1 or 2? We'll see.
Now he's got the escape. He's got to get the other leg. Gets the other leg, gets controlled, and drives out of bounds that way. There's the 2.
5-1.
That was good persistence by Hess at that point. But you notice how the official waited.
I was wondering if they were going to even wait longer and just give them the reversal since they never broke apart.
Well, but once that overhook was thrown in there by the Delaware wrestler, and they separated just a little bit, even though the overhook was in there, you got the neutral position.
Right, now it's 5-2.
Because of the escape. And the takedown closes that gap in a hurry.
5-4.
5-4.
6-4. Did they give him the escape or no?
Yes, gave an escape, gave a takedown.
Okay, 5-4. I didn't know if he gave an escape to Hess there, but I guess not. Look at that, folks.
Oh,
wow.
oh,
That's
my.
tight. That's tight.
Oh, my.
Hess, nice job by Hess to fight it off.
Yes.
Going to give up 3 back points and trail 7-5. Wow. No quit in Delaware tonight.
None. None whatsoever. Brock Budesheim is wrestling on the mat. His father is coaching on the sidelines.
let him go. Interesting, with 28 seconds left, you let him go there. 7-6 now. A little surprised at that, Voj?
Yes. Especially how tight he had him when he got the back exposure. But he did that by getting a takedown. So maybe he felt, instead of trying to turn him, put him on his feet, see if I can get that takedown and get back points again.
You know, if you let him go.
You got to take him down. Right now, though, he's the aggressor. Budesheim is not fearful on his feet.
Yeah, we'll go to the third period. He'll have a 7-6 lead.
See if he cuts well, he's got choice. Let's see if he takes a neutral position or down.
He's taking down.
And Hess will have his hands full trying to keep him on the mat. John Groom, the official in charge, on the mat, trying to walk around and see what he can see. Is there an attempt for a fall there? Is he riding parallel? What's going on here? Budesheim feels.
Got a reversal.
Well,
oh no. An injury timeout.
1 point.
And a point for Budesheim.
So that makes it 8-6.
Yep.
But I don't know what he pulled there. He indicated the injury right away, and the official stopped it right away, but it is 8-6. Could have pulled a muscle in the rib cage.
Interesting. There's another tattoo where we can't decipher that, Voj. What'd it say? You got that. You have glasses on. You should be able to see.
Pain is misery. Well, you're going to have pain in wrestling. If you can't take the pain, you should not be out there. Brock Budesheim
with an 8-6 lead, 123 to wrestle.
Has a 2-point lead. Let's see if that injury affected him at all.
And even if Kyle Hess should take him down, he's in an interesting situation, Voj. Does he keep him down? Does he let him go? Or I guess it all depends on how much time's left.
I don't think there's any question about it. Right now, the big chore is to get him off his feet and get him down. If Budesheim keeps backing up because he's got the lead, he could be hit with a stall warning. It's only 35 seconds to go. Hess has got to keep the pressure on.
Took that shot, though, from way out, Voj.
Yeah, it's too far away. Budesheim can control the head and spin behind. If he grabs an ankle, can end up with a takedown. Gets in deep.
14 seconds. Under 12 seconds, there you see it. 11-6. There's a. There you go. Nothing. You got to go for it there, Bo. If you went for the throw, he gets taken down. Another win for Delaware. It's now 31-15.
10.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. A lot of scoring already, Voj, in his wild card at 171, 4-2. We've only wrestled 45 seconds.
And the 4 points by the Delaware wrestler, Dorian Downs from Glasgow High School. He has the 4-2 lead over Jake Sapil of Seneca on the basis of those with 2 takedowns. That's his 3rd takedown. So it's now 6-2.
31-15, Delaware leads.
Delaware is giving South Jersey some lessons on their feet tonight. Zapil, 32-7 this year, a District 27 champion, second in Region 7. Career 53 wins, including third in the district in 2007. Downs from Glasgow, 35-5 this year, 109 career wins, 2008 state finalist, two-time Blue Hen champion, and he is mauling Zapil.
Absolutely. 4 takedowns.
And back points coming with a tilt.
And he's trying to bring him back in, Voch. That's where he is on that mat.
Now 10-3.
Downs lost in the finals to Budesheim for the 171-pound Delaware State Championship.
Another escape.
Now 10-4.
But Downs in complete control out there. Gets it in the leg so easy.
And there we see the trend, Vogue, starting on their feet. No, it's going to start down.
Start down because I think he figures he can get away in a hurry and get another takedown. Goes to a stand-up attempt. See if he comes to his feet again. Right to his feet. If he gets wrist control, which he doesn't. Zapil trying to keep him on the mat. Oh my.
How about this, Vogue?
Roll through, getting back points. Zapil is with the tilt.
Get 2. It's now 10-5. Trying to get back into this match.
Nice Granby attempt by Downs.
We'll go back to the center.
Well, I gotta give Zapil credit because he was down, and now he's closed it to within 10-6.
Something we don't see that often, Vogue, is scoring on the top.
No. Again, a quick stand up by Downs.
And the escape. Now 11-6.
Delaware just looks so strong on their feet this year. You know, I think they worked on a lot of things that last 2 weeks when they got together as a team to prepare for this match, and it's paying big dividends tonight. Nice duck under by Downs.
Nice takedown, now 13-6.
Going to go after some back points. Oh my. Complete control.
Coach, I'm interested in seeing this next match. We have Vinny Rinaldo, who's a 3-time state champion for Delaware, against Isaiah Miles, who had a nice little run in the tournament before running into that Andrew Capolatano of Boundary.
Well, I remember seeing Isaiah Miles during the season, and he was impressive then. And, you know, it's a shame he ran into an off-the-mat incident up in the state tournament. So his weight class, where he would have placed, was vacated because of a decision that the state made with an off-the-mat incident in the locker room.
The automatic point, so we'll be 13-7 as we head into the third period. Scoreboard didn't give the point, but I believe it's 13-7.
Yeah,
there we go.
7's up there now, and 2 more points for Downs.
Puts him in major territory. It's now 15-7.
It's major decision points right there, and it cuts him loose.
15-8. Obvious that he's confident that he can get another takedown, Voge, because he gave up the major right there. But look, right in on that leg
right
again.
Right in on the leg. They're just red hot on their feet tonight. Back heel trip. Lays his hip in. Gets the takedown.
Now 17-8.
Tilt coming up. He's got to roll his hip. If he rolls his hip, never rolled his hip in time to get the tilt. But he's got a 9-point lead, 17-8 right now. Not a very happy bunch of wrestlers on the South Jersey side.
Tell you what, Votes, we won't charge them to get home over the bridge on the way back.
That's a good move on your part. I like that generosity.
Thought I overheard the Delaware coaches saying they'd take us to Sullivan's Steakhouse if they won this match.
Wow.
Which is
that's a nice, generous offer.
It's my favorite place. I'd make that ride over the bridge at least once, twice a month.
No takedown yet until he gets control on the mat.
Got it there. Now 19-9.
Just dominating performances tonight.
Mimicking that performance by Alex Mead almost, Vote.
Yep.
Except for the one time he was put on his back. 19-10 now, 2 seconds. So barring a takedown here, he's going to pick up 14 points. And that's it. Now 35-15.
And a 20-point lead.
And it's now 9-4 in matches.
Domination, I would say.
I would think so. I was getting ready to say after they got their 8th it was over, but I forgot we're doing 16. But they actually won a majority now.
All right, we're going to 189. We're going to have this Isaiah Miles of Sterling.
Vinny Ronaldo, a 3-time state champion. Votes. Look at that artwork. Right, look at this.
It was funny on the weigh-ins before the match when we were checking on the pronunciation of names.
Oh, wow.
Isaiah Miles couldn't wait to get on the scale and made his weight. And
wow, look at that.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, brother. Oh, my. Big 5-point move. Wow.
A win here by Delaware clinches the match.
Regardless of what happens in the last couple of bouts.
Right.
All you have left is a
3 weights. So
215 and 2 heavyweight bouts, a wild card and a regular heavyweight bout. Well, I think it's almost history at this point.
I remember back, I don't know how many years ago, I guess 99. Paulsboro lost the first 3 matches, I believe, to a Phillipsburg team, and John Vogeding called it a match then. Remember that, Vogue?
Oh, yes.
It's over. It's over.
Yep.
Who won that match?
Paulsboro won that match,
okay.
and they did fire back. But you know, when you analyze it ahead of time and you looked at it, Paulsboro had to win at least one of the first 2, if not 2 of the first.
Well, they didn't, Vogue, because they lost the first 3 and they still won.
I know.
So they didn't have to. And actually, they lost 8 out of 14 and won the match.
Yep.
What happened with some headgear throwing back and forth, trying to figure out some headgear for Renault. Crowd getting a kick out of that.
Must have a big head.
Let's go old school, Vogue. You got one, I think.
Go without him. Get those cauliflower ears.
I think the best thing about tonight, Vogue, is the crowd. We've had a chance to do this in the past. And maybe, I don't know, St. Mark's is probably a little bit bigger than here, do you think? I'm not even sure. But the crowd, I mean, a nice crowd for this event. We've seen it in New Jersey. We've seen it in Delaware. But this is a great crowd. You know, a Wednesday night. Wrestling season ended a couple weeks ago in Delaware. It ended this past weekend in New Jersey.
Well, and to see some people from New Jersey come over here tonight, more than just parents. You know, some parents are here, but to see others come over here as well.
John Vogeding's face just showed up on the scoreboard. That's what the applause was for.
Yeah.
5-0 lead, Vinny Renault. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see some more fireworks in this match, Vogue.
Well, I think you will before it's over. But Renault showed me something the way he came out and showed no fear whatsoever. Very confident out there, not only to get the takedown, but to put his opponent right on his back.
There's an escape now, 5-1.
Vinny Renault going to Shippensburg University next year, 43-1 this last year, 182-25 in an outstanding career. Three-time state champion, four-time state finalist is Renault, three-time Independence Conference champion, third in the Beast of the East and fifth in the Beast of the East. 2006 National High School Coaches Association National Champion. Isaiah Miles, 39-3 this last year, a District 28 champion, a Region 7 champion, and he could have had a possible six.
Wow, look at that. And I'll tell you what I noticed about Renault, Vogue. He just doesn't go for a takedown. He works it where he can get back points right off the takedown.
Yes.
Will he get it? It's another question, but he's working it.
Yeah, sign of an outstanding wrestler. Oh,
he's going to get back points.
He's got it. He locked up that tight. Near side cradle. Oh, my.
Does he have enough time?
My.
He's not going to have enough time for the pin. Only got two back there?
That's what he showed. Official is John Giovanetti in this match. 9-1. We're starting to say as Ronaldo put that move on out there that Miles could have finished as high as 6th in the state this past year, but unfortunately did have a locker room incident that ended up getting him disqualified from the tournament. So no 6th place was awarded in that tournament. Now Miles has his hands full with Vinny Ronaldo. There are some really impressive wrestlers from Delaware competing tonight. 10-1 the lead now for Ronaldo.
Yeah, well, we mentioned it the last couple of years, Voj, and we mentioned it earlier today. I mean, you could see the tide turning. I mean, you could see Delaware getting better the last couple of years.
I think there's any question about it. And New Jersey this year was very young in some of the state place winners.
Now, we were just on the way over. We're talking about that group of sophomores with New Jersey, with you know, and I'm gonna obviously forget some people, but Zeisloff, Duca, Walsh, Stinson, Baldessaro. Gentile's a junior.
No, he's not. Gentile. Hodges is a junior. Or Gentile, I'm sorry, Gentile Jones. Greenwald.
Greenwald's a sophomore. So yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
10-1 lead. Look at that. Renault countered that move by Miles, and he's not going to get out this time, Voj.
Nope.
That's it.
There it is.
Delaware clinches the match, and they know how to do the math, Voj. They know it's over.
Wow. 3:26 the time of that fall. What a powerful performance by Delaware tonight.
41-15. They've won 10 out of 14 so far. 3 more to go.
Wow.
As we get ready for
2:15 for South Jersey will be Joe Ali of Sterling, who was 36-6 this past year, the District 28 runner-up, third in Region 7, District 28 runner-up, and third in Region 7. And he's wrestling Jamar Beckett, from Sussex Tech, who is headed to Delaware State next year. 44 wins and 3 losses this year, 121 wins and 25 losses in his career. A state champion, or state finalist in 2008, 2008 Hemel Open champion, 2008 Beast Place winner, and 2 times an AI DuPont champion. The meat clinch, the Delaware wrestlers right now can just go out there and literally have some fun because there's no pressure on them whatsoever.
Ali wrestling at Sterling that in the Colonial Conference. That Colonial Conference is one of those conferences just got good real quick. I mean, he used to have the powerhouse in Paulsboro, maybe somebody to challenge them, but this year, 5 teams, I believe, qualified for the playoffs.
Yes, and where it used to be Paulsboro against the other 9 teams, this past year, Paulsboro lost to 2 Colonial Conference teams in Collingswood and Haddonfield, and even though they came back and beat Haddonfield in the playoffs, they still could not beat Collingswood in the playoffs this year, and lost twice to them and once to Haddonfield. So from the teams in the Colonial this year, they ended up with 3 losses.
And Sterling, I think, beat West Deptford in the dual meet and then lost to them in the playoffs.
In the playoffs, that's correct.
Qualifying in Group 2.
And Sterling had some top-notch kids in the dual meet against Paulsboro. Miles and Ali being 2 of them. I remember Greenwald and Hodges both struggling in that match. No takedown, a rare 0-0 score after the first period.
$41-15 the score, or 41-15.
Yep,
right?
41-15 is the team score with 3 bouts to go.
And takedown, nope, still 0-0.
Yeah,
Ali on the bottom.
Ali on the bottom tried to get out. Beckett kept him down.
Crowd starting to filter out now, Voj.
Well, it's history. I think they could do their math just as quickly as you could do yours. Wow. You know, I think the thing that's impressive tonight, not only is how the margin of victory for Delaware is going to be, but the fact they're manhandling some of the South Jersey wrestlers. See the escape and a 1-0 lead for Ali. All the years we've been seeing this, I don't remember domination like this.
No, Voj.
Very often.
1987, South Jersey won 52-15. In 90, they won 48-11. Delaware's wins were the second year, 37-26. They won in 92, 34-32.
And I think they won one other time.
They did. And in 97, 38-27.
Yeah,
South Jersey won 51-11 in 99.
Yeah. The point is all the Delaware wins have been close wins. South Jersey's had some blowouts. This is the first time that Delaware's really had a blowout win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is no question that they came to wrestle tonight.
Only point in this match, an escape by Ali in the second period, but he's got to watch. He's not taken down right here. 15 seconds left.
Oh,
and he's
my.
brought down a takedown late in the period, 2-1 lead Beckett.
And how many times have we seen that tonight? That's at least the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Delaware score late in a period.
Head into the 3rd. All Delaware, 41-15, winning 10 out of the 14 weight classes.
You know, and Marvin Dooley, who I talked to before the match, I said, where are we starting tonight? And he said, well, I'm a traditionalist. We're going to start at 103 or 112.
Right.
And, you know, which is a shame now because if the heavyweights are good, and South Jersey has a couple that are very good, you've got half the crowd here is going to see it.
Should have started at 160, Voj, and ended with Alex Mead.
Yes. Yep.
I'm a pretty honest guy, but I would lie about that pulling out of the hat.
Yep.
That draw.
Oh my! Look at that quick sit out.
Yeah, it's now
turn
3-1.
in, escape. Oh my! Just time after time after time tonight, Delaware has come up huge.
Look at that takedown.
Yep.
Now 5-1.
Automatic, almost an automatic escape.
Joe Ali drew that Joey Grisco in the opening round of the state tournament. He was eliminated right away.
Tough draw for the state tournament.
Grisco went on to play 6th in the state.
And I guess that's one of the tough things that all regions of the state experience. You hate like heck to have somebody from your area, the guy you got to meet first early in the state tournament,
right,
where the person who doesn't win is eliminated. If you win that first match,
you have a chance, yeah.
That preliminary match on Friday night, you come back and wrestle in the pre-quarterfinals, and even if you lose there, you get a chance at least to wrestle one more time the next day.
That's one way to do it, Voj. Win your region, then you're guaranteed at least 2 matches.
Yep. And if you lose your preliminary match, it's over. Your season's over.
5-2 lead Beckett here. 35 seconds left, 3rd period. I do have a question, though. I did notice that in the wrestlebacks that Grisco forfeited to Hodges, but then came back and wrestled again. How can that happen? And does it count as a loss?
Well,
and it can't count as a loss because then he couldn't. Well, he could because he could wrestle back.
Yes.
Okay. What was the reason for the forfeit?
Well, it was probably a medical forfeit.
Okay.
Sometimes they get banged up and they still aren't ready to compete, but they work on them in between sessions and they can get them back on the mat again.
Well, we're in the final 10 seconds. 5-2 lead Beckett over Ali, trying for one last takedown.
I think you saw
he won't get it, but I'll tell you what, Voj, it's now 44-15 Delaware.
And
we'll take a break, Voj.
All over but the shouting.
We'll be back after this timeout.
Wrestling state champion, so he's been around since 3 years old. That's got to be 15 years of wrestling.
Hey, Kingsway could have lived near me at one time.
Well, maybe just wrestle for that program and still commuted.
Okay, Voj, while we were talking, we missed a point, but Howie has it.
It had to be a penalty point.
Well, it wasn't an escape. I guess don't turn your head away from the match.
Well, here I'm trying to read.
I'm listening to every word, Voj. I had to actually focus on you, and I missed something. But I can guarantee you, right now, Voj, it's going to be the last time it happens this season. Go to the second, a 1-0 leading. Hey, Voj, it's been at what? Since September. Doing that football thing with the Touchdown Club of Southern New Jersey and then spending wrestling season together.
It's been a great...
Can I have a 6-month break from you?
Well, I was just going to say, it was a great 6 months.
It was for you, I agree. And, Chip Voj, I'll be in touch, don't worry. Howie on top, there's the escape, we're tied at 1.
Well, Gibson looks like a football player, I'll tell you that. He's got the Body of a lineman. Well, of course, let's know Sally.
Yes.
Sally was an offensive and defensive tackle, I think, his last season for Triton.
Those are Vogeding pizza breaks, Voj. And we didn't get anything.
You told me the director was having some sent to us at the table.
I think I said the Delaware coaches were taking us out because we're so happy about this win. 1 minute left in the second. 1-1.
44-15, Delaware in complete control.
John Gibson in the blue from the home team, William Penn. Chris Alley from Triton.
John Groom, the official in charge. Scott Jenkins, the assistant.
Chris Alley lost his first match in the state tournament to Harry Turner, who ended up being a finalist in the tournament, losing to that sophomore, Jimmy Lawson.
Of Manchester.
Yeah, how about that? Lawson gets pinned by Turner earlier in the year and comes back and beats him for the state title.
Got pinned in the state all-star meet.
Yeah, I'd give up that state all-star meet for a state title.
Oh, absolutely.
Here we see nothing close to a takedown yet. 1-1, and I think Hallie will get his choice to start the third period, Voj. Takes bottom.
Well, John Gibson was a state champion for some reason this year. Let's see if how well he rides on top, or if he can turn his man over. Locking hands.
Is that going to be a point for
Hallie?
Well, now he has 2 penalty points awarded to him in this match. Looks like he's going to let him go.
Well, you have to at this point.
3-1.
Now you got to put him on his feet and see if you can take him down. And Hallie, if Hallie has no warnings, all he's got to do is circle out there.
There's no warnings, Voj. Nothing I noticed. We haven't had a lot of stall calls all night.
No.
Well, when you get to this caliber wrestlers, I guess they know how to wrestle, and I'm sure the officials aren't out to bang people for stalling anyway.
No. They got to let them decide the match. To go in the third period. 3-1, Chris Hallie of Triton in charge. But Delaware has wrapped up the meet, leading 44-15.
Gibson trying to get the takedown to tie it up.
And a nice job by Chris Hallie holding his balance there, because Gibson got in pretty deep on that single. Gibson circling, trying to figure out how can I get in on the legs.
There's a warning against Hallie. He can afford that one. He just sit there. I lock up and just let the clock go.
Well, shove the head down here.
Yeah.
And just be careful.
He's going to might get a takedown here.
Well,
I'll tell you what, 7 seconds. See him spin around, Voj, gets the takedown. There you go. First takedown of the match, 5-1 final. It's now 44-18. I lets him go. Actually, it'll be, did they give him an escape? 5-2. For those of you keeping score at home, Voj, 5-2. 44-18, 11-5. Delaware and Bounce, our final match of the evening. Adrian Tucker of Caesar Rodney and Justin Embler of Cinnaminson.
And that was only the 5th win out of 16 matches by South Jersey.
I think we're going to see a little upper body throwing in this match, Vogue, just by the early look.
I think you're right. Justin Embler from Cinnaminson, 40 wins and 4 losses this year, a District 26 champion, 2 times a Region 7 champion, 5th in the state this last year. Chris Alley was 4th. Justin Embler was 5th. Career record of 119 and 32. His opponent, Adrian Tucker from Cesar Rodney, 29 and 5 this past year with 60 career wins, 3rd in the state and a Penn Open Conference champion.
Just directing traffic.
Doing a good job there.
Do want to say, Vogue, just as we're winding down, once again, thanks to the people at William Penn. Did a terrific job setting us up. I know Stan Ritter, our director, was out here yesterday doing a survey and then took care of us today. Thanks to them. And thanks to our crew all year long, Vogue, just sending us out doing some of the best matches in South Jersey. And the first time we had a chance to do the state finals from Boardwalk Hall, which was kind of neat.
Looking forward to it next year because a lot of things we learned this year in doing that, a lot of things we can improve on, and we will. But the camera work's been super. The graphics have been super. Even the director at times has been super.
At times.
No score in the second heavyweight match. This is the wild card.
Early on, I thought we'd see a lot of upper body, a lot of throws.
Well, we could have used about 5 more pins, but a lot of times when you get all-star competition like this,
why would you want to see 5 more pins?
Would have made it a little bit about a half an hour quicker.
But don't rush your life away, Vogue. Come on.
You're right.
You're only on this earth for precious few moments. And you know where I got those words of wisdom from, Vogue?
I have no idea.
You. Of course, I wished a whole season to go by one time, not just the last.
But see, if that's the way you honestly feel, you truthfully feel that way, we should have had one more wrap-up show for the High School Sports Report Wrestling Edition.
No, I was so proud of the last 5 minutes of the last one, Vogue. I wanted to end it there. 44-18, we head into the second period.
Still no score. Kind of thought Justin Embler might score in that first period.
Well, I think he's thinking it's college rules and he has another minute to wrestle in the first.
Oh, that could be.
So we'll see what he does. Anyway, he starts on the bottom here.
Tries a quick sit out.
Tucker in the blue. He's from Delaware.
Embler gets to his feet.
Second wrestler from
gets out.
Second wrestler from Cinnaminson who had a fine season this year. Ran into that buzzsaw though, Vogue and Delsey in the Group 2 playoffs.
Without a doubt. 1-0 Embler on the escape.
Keep him in motion and keep him in bounds, though. Bring him back the other way, Vogue.
Yep. Yeah, if you get that leg up in the air, you want to keep it lifted.
Oh, great job by Tucker, though.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to try and get motion going one way or the other. Try and get him off balance. Great job by Tucker to fight off that takedown attempt. Stalling warning to Tucker for backing off.
Justin Embler also lost to Harry Turner, Vogue, in that state tournament, 6-5. Came back to finish 5th.
There were some tougher than usual heavyweights in the state this year. When you think about Chris Alley being the Region 8 champ and Justin Emler being the Region 7 champ. They ended up 4th and 5th in the state.
Still 1-0.
Oh my.
There's the sounds I was waiting for.
This period's going to end with a 1-0 score. One more period to go.
Tucker will take the bottom. Always interested to see the heavyweights because not always taking the bottom is the best position to be.
Right.
You see it right here, Vogue.
Oh my. Oh my.
And he gets the pin.
Wow.
So I had 21 in South Jersey in my bet. I think I win. Anyway, final score 44-24.
4:23 the time of that fall.
44-24. And it was what, 11-6? Delaware winning 11 out of the 17 matches. Total domination, and very impressed, Vogue, with the Delaware wrestling. We saw three-time state champions for Delaware, and neither of them disappointed. I mean, just showed a lot of talent out there.
Awful lot of talent, an awful lot of preparation. I think that the fact that their state tournament was over a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and had an opportunity to work out together and formulate their plan of attack. They were very strong on their feet. I think they dominated on their feet, and they had a very good plan of attack in every weight class.
And I think that 2-week layoff helps if you're dedicated, Vogue. I think if you weren't dedicated, and you know, that could be a factor, but they were dedicated, and they they came to wrestle, and Alex and me talked about it in the paper, and they proved it out on the mat tonight.
Yeah, if you have that 2-week layoff and don't want to stay in tip-top shape and let your body run away from you, knowing there's going to be a 9-pound allowance going into the meet, that's where you can have big problems.
Okay, once again, I'd like to thank everybody here from William Penn High School, our crew at Comcast, for John Vogeding, wrapping up for the final time in the 2007-2008 season. We'll see you next season.